here, so I'm continuing my series, or getting it started, with learning Zangief and improving yours with Zangiefsgym. So today I'm going to be covering Zangief's standing light punch, and I'll cover its basic uses. So Zangief's standing light punch is you stand, you know, it defaults with the square button on the PlayStation controller if you're using that. This is his standing light punch. And this move is beautiful, beautiful. This is something you'll be using a lot more often than you might think, and it's a lot more useful than you might think as well. So if he jumps in, so first thing is an anti-air. This move is an anti-air. Whoops, trying to control both at the same time. When he comes in, Ken comes in, I can anti-air him. He's not gonna be able to. He's not going to be able to get by that chop. This is going to anti-air him. So that's one really good use. In fact, even if I'm going to try to do this. I'm trying to do both controllers. I might not be able to do it. It might not be fast enough. Yeah, okay. Oh well. Looks like I'm just screwing up. But anyway, it really is a good anti-air. Okay, and you guys see me use this a lot in my videos if you watch my videos. When I actually do anti-air, of course. As I mentioned, this is not my strong point. It's something I'm working at. But this is a good move for it. Okay, this is a great chop down. It does not work against every single other attack in the game. Bring up is like Birdie's hard kick, jumping hard kick, because it looks kind of like Zangief's. His whole body goes horizontal, and his feet stick way out. There's no way that chop is going to stop that whole entire massive body from hitting. So that wouldn't be as good of an option for that move. But a lot of moves can be stopped with the standing light punch overall. And if you were to catch Birdie preemptively when he tries to do the jumping hard kick, if you catch him preemptively before he can do that or even get into position, you can stop him and knock him right out of the air. So it's still, in that case, a good anti-air. It's just that in that particular case with that move, you would need to catch him early, because it's such a big attack that there's too much splash. There's too big of an area where he can hit, too big of a hitbox, so to speak. So it's better to catch that one early. But for the most part, it's a great anti-air. Okay, another thing that this move is good for is if your opponent is in on you a lot, this keeps him under reasonable constraint, because you can see how even just doing this one move, he can't. Oh, I thought I had stun turned off. Sorry guys, give me just 2 seconds. Let me get that off. Okay, no stun. Okay, beautiful. And so, oops. Oh, did I lose control of him? Okay, yes, player control. Okay, so this way when he comes in, right, I can just stand here, and even if I'm not same times, I'm controlling Zangief and Ken both. But you could move forward as you're doing this yourself, and you could back Ken into a corner. And that depends a little bit on what he does, of course. Ken could use a special attack or something, but all things given here, just normally, just generally, he probably won't let you push him from the middle of the screen to the corner, most likely because he's going to try an EX or something, a Shuriken or something else, or he might just jump back and do fireballs or something if he sees you doing this. But that's okay. Anyway, you can push him back a little bit, keep him out of your area. Like I said, you create like a wall. I like to think of it this way: you create like a wall with Zangief when you're doing this, because what happens is they can't really, if he comes over and tries to jump, not only can he not successfully get by me, which is perfect, but it is progressively, as I'm moving forward and doing it, is pushing him more and more into the corner. That sets me up so I can get in here to do other moves for an SPD. Like it sets me up for the knee hammer SPD, for example. It sets me up for the running bear grab. When he's not really expecting it, he might not be able to jump that. And if he sees me anti-airing a lot, that's the other thing here, guys. If I anti-air a lot with this light punch, he's not going to be able to. He's not going to risk jumping anymore, because I continually keep knocking him down. That means he's conditioned. So now I can do the run. Why in the heck would he? He's been getting knocked down 6 times in a row. He's not going to keep jumping. He's going to try something else, and he might go to Shuriken or something. So, you know, you could get hit doing the bear grab at that point. So just watch his meters. Keep in mind his meters. But that's a couple uses for it. Okay, so anti-air and also pushback, pushback in a setup. Pushback so you can get Ken in the corner to set him up where you want him in this corner, so that you can, you know, you have the options. You can move into other moves where you'll be able to grapple and do spinning pile drivers as a command grab, or, you know, you just a standard grapple. Excuse me. But either way, it helps to control your opponent and keep him off of you. If he's being really, really aggressive, I know I'm going to keep these videos short, so I'm almost done here, guys. Thank you for your patience. So if he's over here in the corner and he's constantly won't go away, I can use this, and I've got pretty good range. I mean, I can hit him this far out, you know. And by the way, this is like a very, very, very fast startup. This is one of Zangief's fastest startups. I believe the standing light punch is a 5. In fact, I'm pretty confident it's a 5. I will link a the V-Frame app in this here, but the V-Frame app is what I use for Zangief. Okay, so you can look at the frame data, but this is only a 5, so it's very, very quick, very, very quick. And because it's anti-air and it's a pushback move and a bit of a space controller. Like I said, when they're crowding you, you can start doing that, and you can work to move in. And like you'd seen earlier, every time he tried to jump over me, should he try to do that, should my timing be right too. Try to do both things at once. But should he try to get by me, that standing light punch is going to keep him out of the air. It's going to keep him from advancing any further. So he's not going to be able to get by me if I keep doing that. So that's great. So that's a couple of good uses, guys. A good space controller. Again, a good space controller. You can poke a little bit with that too. It's very, very safe. You can poke with that. Very, very safe. Get a little damage off without putting yourself under any risk. And it's a great anti-air all the way around. This will probably be a move that you use very often as far as Zangief's normals go. You catch me using it quite a bit, and I also win more matches when I'm using this more, really. I honestly have to say, I think I actually do better when I'm learning to use this a little bit more often. I actually play better because it keeps characters like Karen and Colleen off of me, so they can't do as many of their combos, or they're forced to have to use an EX or something just to get in. So normal versus normals, Zangief can keep almost everybody out of his range. You know, except characters like Dhalsim, where you wouldn't really want to necessarily do that as much. But even then, the chop is going to be the standing light punch would be very useful for other reasons. Keeping Dhalsim out of the air, keeping him in this corner so you can pound on him, things like that. So it's a very good move, guys. Try it out, mess around with it, starting points with it. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.